My name is Kendra Neilsen Myles. I started EDS Wellness 5 years ago to meet a need within the community. After I was diagnosed with EDS about 10 years ago, after the birth of my first son, I recognized that there was a lot of information that the patients needed that wasn't getting out there. There was such a huge disparity of information. Like some patients would know certain things and other patients wouldn't know. They would hear something else. And everybody was waiting 2 years to get into these health professionals. I waited myself. I couldn't necessarily find somebody to see. But even within some of the specialists, there was different information. There was just a huge need for information, and it needed to get out there. And it wasn't just about awareness, it was about services and what people could do to help themselves if they couldn't necessarily get into one of the EDS specialists right away, or they didn't have anybody to go to, or maybe they couldn't even travel. What I found was that people needed not only information, disseminated, but there needed to be programs actually reaching people. They needed to learn they needed to know how to do things. So it wasn't just, here, do this, but it was, let me show you how to do it. Especially when you're talking about somebody that's really deconditioned, or they've really just not had good information, they don't have somebody that can help them, they really don't know what to do. And it's one thing to tell them, but it's another thing to show them. So we started hypermobility, moving naturally with hypermobility seminars to show people that there's ways that you can even move while you're in bed. There's natural movement patterns. You can just move better during the day that will help strengthen your body before you really try to go take that exercise class. There's always something that you can do, and something is better than nothing. We also started Wellapalooza conferences, which really brings together the best of Western medicine with integrative therapies, and it's not solely focused on EDS, it's focused on all hypermobility syndromes and how they relate to all these other different chronic illnesses, and then how do you bring that all together, because you're in one body, you're not sectioned by different chronic illnesses, so you want to bring it all together and look at these different therapies and think about what works for you and hear about them and also try them. So we want to bring people to these conferences, make it a positive environment, bring integrative therapies to them, bring them the best speakers, and then have them really put it all together so that they can really leave with such a really great foundation for wellness and what they can do on their own.